India win a toss, even in a T20I. Well, that shouldn't be too surprising because in the Australia series, Surya did win one match, as in the toss when you look at it. So, Unchanged India have managed to do well. A good beginning for them in a new stadium, new Chandigarh Stadium, Mullanpur, 55th venue where India will be hosting a match. And boy, oh boy, it's a great feeling that's there. India have opted to bowl, by the way, and the same team will step up as how they did in Cuttack. Abhishek Sharma, Shubman Gill, Suryakumar Yadav, Tilak Varma, Axar Patel, Hardik Pandya, Shivam Dube, Jitesh Sharma is your keeper, Jasprit, Bumrah, Varun Chakaravarthy, and Arshdeep Singh. With all the due around, it was a no-brainer. You had to bowl first.
Exactly. But if we're talking about India being unchanged, the same can't be said about this South African team. They've made 3 major changes, and the main reason I think they've made this change is because last game they were batting till number 7. Now they've brought in a little bit of extra reinforcement over there. So you've got a George Linde in place of a Keshav Maharaj.
Yeah.
And Linde offers you some batting, which means
and
that
left arm spin.
Yeah, so that means Jansen comes in at 8 with Sipamla, Ngidi and Otniel Bartman, who's changed number 2. The other is Risa Hendricks. So I think he replaces who? Ryan Rickelton? Yeah. And Rickelton has been a bit of an underperformer so far on this tour. He didn't do well in the ODIs either. So it kind of makes sense that he would get dropped. They brought in a Risa to open alongside Quinton. That's a good team. I mean, it always has been a good looking team. And I think they'd be hoping that this time around with a little bit more batting depth, it might benefit them, because last time they had 4 tailenders. Those 4 tailenders, I think, really harmed them, because once India ran through them, then it was simply a case of the game being done and dusted.
Yes, I mean, look at it. They have now got batting till number 8. So, as you pointed out, Marco Jansen is your last recognized batter when you see.
And you saw how he batted, by the way, in the test matches.
Yeah, but then since that test match, it's not been Marco Jansen's time. So that is the problem. He did struggle a bit in the ODIs. I mean, with the ball rather. And here, first match, see, South Africa have only won 33% of their ODI, of their T20Is this time around. It's been really bad for them. So hopefully there should be a change of fortune for them. But India, on the other hand, only lost 5 in Suryakumar Yadav's tenure. And they'll be hoping to make it 2-0 in the 55th international venue in India, where they'll be hosting an international game. So
Mullanpur, New Chandigarh.
New Chandigarh, indeed. So great thing that they have won a toss. But if it's great, then the pressure is double on only one individual here. The hometown boy, Shubman Gill. He has to really fire today so that you get going. Because if he doesn't fire, the criticism is only going to mount and mount and mount. It's not going to change. So, big game for Shubman Gill in particular. And Nikhil, what do you think?
I see, firstly, looking at the South African team, I see a change or two. There's Risa Hendricks that I can see, who wasn't part of the team last time around. Then you've got George Linde.
Yeah. Left arm orthodox.
Left arm orthodox, but also an all-rounder. So he replaces Keshav Maharaj.
And Bartman comes in. So those are the 3 changes, at least, from the team that I remember from last time around. So South Africa making multiple changes. Not surprising, considering the hammering that they got in the last game. For India, I see unchanged.
Yes.
Sanju Samson continues to sit on the bench.
Yeah.
Hashtag justice.
So does Kuldeep Yadav.
Hashtag
double justice.
Not really. Varun has been performing well enough to at least justify keeping him there.
Yeah, but...
And I have no problem with Jitesh either. But Sanju getting sidelined is part of a larger this thing. And I think that's why it's getting more scrutiny.
Yeah, because he's not getting sidelined because of Jitesh. He's gotten sidelined because of the one individual that I just spoke about 2 minutes back.
Exactly.
Shubman Gill. On his hometown, home ground, he has to deliver.
Both the openers, by the way, would be calling.
Well, the scrutiny is not so much on Abhishek.
No, of course. I'm just saying it's home for both of them. It'll be like a nice
indeed.
to come out there. Of course, as you say, Shubman definitely is going to be feeling the heat a lot more. No two ways about it.
Indeed. So, Suryakumar Yadav did say that, winning the toss because there's plenty of dew already. So
there's dew already. There's an onset of dew already, and it's like, 6:45 as this time?
I'm guessing we're in Delhi and it's winters have begun. It's not really extreme cold as of now, or the kind of cold that we are so accustomed to seeing in north of India. That's not come in as yet, but it's still cold. And Chandigarh, I'm guessing, is always
Colder.
about 4 or 5 degrees less than what we get in Delhi NCR. So it's the foothills after all, and so it's also going to be cardigans out,
Well, Sky came out in a full.
jumpers.
Yeah,
Jumper, yeah.
I mean, not cardigans here in Test match cricket. You wear them, but
Yes.
white ball cricket they have. Those things. So it's going to be cold as well, and I know due in that sense.
They are only going to go from colder to coldest.
No, but the toss doesn't really play that much of a difference, considering both teams will have to bowl with wet ball.
That's true. If the dew is already set, then even India will face some trouble.
But
I mean, not so much now, but then South Africa, I mean, looking at it, they are low on confidence. How will they grip a wetter ball? Because as you go along, the ball will get only wetter and wetter. So that is why it's a good toss to win. You've gotten the least amount of dew. It's only going to get worse.
No? What's your name?
Johannes Vetter, yes.
Vetter
Wetter and
Vetter
wetter.
and-
This is with a W.
Wetter and wetter.
Wetter and wetter. So
It's also an audition for people in the IPL auction.
yeah.
Who are the ones?
When you look at it, Quinton de Kock, David
and
Miller.
Quinton de Kock.
Yeah.
Markram Brevis have teams.
John Ferreira was traded.
Ngidi.
Ngidi.
But
Yes.
Ngidi is already, he's part of RCB.
No, he's been let out. No?
They released him, really? Why do I remember him being?
Yeah, isn't.
Please let me check this.
Because
I'm not
Ngidi, wasn't he left out?
I can't. Maybe. he's
Let me
right.
check.
I think he was retained, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think he was. Let me just check.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I think. Ngidi, I think, see, Sipamla was with CSK once, but then now he is gone. So, Janssen already is with SRH.
No. The big ones are Quinton de Kock and David Miller. Donovan Ferreira is still there, so
Ferreira is with RR.
that's what I'm saying. He's still there.
DC swap. He
Oh,
is
he
in the
is.
auction, Lungisani Ngidi.
That's amazing.
Yeah, actually, now that I remember, we discussed.
Yeah, we discussed.
now I remember.
That's
Yes,
what.
of course.
I mean, with so much going on, I mean, it's hard to remember how many players. 359 players are in the auction pool.
So there is, I think, Ngidi, David Miller, Quinton de Kock are
Yeah.
up for the IPL auction. And remember, many might say that this is a 5-match series, so they'll have enough time. No, they only get 2 matches now to prove their worth. Because right after that, on the 16th, there is going to be an auction. So they have 2 games in which they have to be firing. And I'm always wary of overseas players when they are close to the auction because they tend to give their best. So I fear for the Indian team in that regard. But overall, I think India has been quite good. What I find a big weakness in South Africa is their bowling. I mean, other than Marco Jansen per se, I don't really see a match-winning bowler in their side compared to the Indian team that carries with them a Jasprit, Bumrah, Arshdeep Singh and a Varun Chakaravarthy. 3 match-winning bowlers in T20 cricket that India has, and only 1 in case of South Africa. I think that is the big difference between the two sides, which tells me that India once again start as a favourite.
Look at the spinners. You have a Lind, and you have comparing him with Chakravarti and Axar Patel. Big difference, chalk and cheese, and that's why look.
See, they're badly missing Rabada for sure.
Yeah.
He adds a lot of gravitas. I mean, I know his form in T20s can sometimes be hit or
Is
miss.
Nokia part of that squad?
Nokia, I think, played
He-
the.
Yeah, he played the ODIs, was it? No. Right.
Yeah, because he's also the other one who's going to be up in the.
No, he played the last
auction.
game.
Last game, he played
the
the
last
last
game.
game.
They dropped him in for, I think, Oatmeal Bartman.
So
Yeah.
poor guy then doesn't get too many options to impress.
Yeah.
He was hammered in the last game, in all fairness. So he was showing exactly the same form he showed in 24
Which is
and
nothing
25.
new. Which is nothing new.
Exactly.
Because ever since that shoulder reconstruction surgery that he's had, and also I think a back injury combined with, he's not been the same. Nortje of 2020 is a distant memory. That shoulder dislocation and back injuries that he suffered has ensured that since 2023, in the game where he played for Delhi Capitals in 2023, correct me if I'm wrong, Riyan Parag was hitting him for 6s.
Yeah.
RR, DC in that particular game. So,
Nokia has been struggling for 2-3 years now.
yeah.
So it's really not a surprise. Actually, I made one mistake. It's Stubbs who sets out. That's a bit of a surprise.
I know Tristan Stubbs is one of
Yeah, I mean, in fact, Maharaj, Stubbs, and Nokia
Nokia.
out. I find that surprising, unless And to me, it does seem like that. South Africa are using these T20Is to kind of get their combination right. They're using these games as an opportunity to prep up for that World Cup that is going to be played in India. So I think that's the reason they're giving many players a go. So I don't think for them the result of the series is going to matter much. I think looking at personnel and then figuring out their best combination for the World Cup is what they've
got 4+3. They've got 7 T20Is remaining in their preparation for the World T20. They are playing 4 now, including this game. They are playing 3 against the West Indies. So that is their final preparation. India play the most. They have this
5
included.
after this.
4 plus 5, 9. So they play the most T20Is before the T20 World Cup. So
And actually, I think to add to your point, see, he even said in the pre-match, he said that just from a rotation point of view, we've got 3 changes. So it's all about trying out combinations, nothing else.
you have dropped the best T20I batter. What rotation I'm looking at it, I just don't understand.
Also, they seemingly have dropped Markram, who's very good as an opener, to 1 down.
And Reza is going to open when that experiment hasn't worked for South Africa for a very long time as an opener. Unless Reza is 1 down and Aiden gets to open.
Never know.
That could happen. So I don't know what the South Africa team is seriously thinking. I really don't know.
For the Indian team, I'm going back, and I know you guys spoke of Shubman Gill, and while I agree that all eyes are on him, but I think he's in no real danger of losing out on a spot in the Indian team. I think the one that we're all going to be watching much more closely is going to be Jitesh, because I think he may not get as long a rope as Shubman will. In that sense, I feel Shubman will definitely play the T20 World Cup, but for Jitesh as well, he's been given a few opportunities, still has not really set the stage on fire, so he'll get a few games going forward, so he also really needs to step up. So in that sense, it's going to be a crucial game for Jitesh, and he's playing not at that ground, but he's played for Punjab, I remember. So he's playing for a franchise, though they didn't have Mullanpur that time. They used to play in Mohali.
No, he was part of them in 24. In 24, I think they did play a couple of games in
Couple
Mullanpur.
of games.
Yeah,
They don't, normally their home ground is Mohali, but they have for the past 2 years played a couple of games at New Mullanpur.
Yeah, I mean, now what is it? They'll play at New Mullanpur. Some games will be in Dharamshala.
Yeah, but Dharamshala has been a home base for years.
Yeah, so that's
But
what.
Dharamshala is for Punjab. you're
Punjab. And that's where you're going to play the next game also in Punjab's home. Dharamshala is the next.
saying? Yeah.
So from colder, you're going to go to coldest.
Ooh, Dharamshala will be cold.
I hope we don't get that update. Snow stops play.
Yeah, it's not going to snow now.
It's also
It's
January.
pretty early, but what they can look at, and I remember this conversation that happened in the 2023 World Cup as well. Then they had the game in Dharamshala.
Fog.
Yeah, fog and things setting in. I mean, at this time of the year, you should have a day game in
Agreed.
Dharamshala. Even if you're playing T20, play. I think the game is over the weekend. The next one.
The next 14th.
So play
Sunday,
during the
sorry.
daytime, because usually weekday timing is an issue. You want to do prime time, but on a weekend you can have a day game as well. There'll be
Exactly,
enough
3
people
o'clock.
watching. Yeah.
You'll have the stadium full. People at home will also be more than happy to watch. Sure,
Yeah.
could do a day game.
I know.
Yeah. Last game in Dharamshala, no. Teams had to take a train.
Oh,
There was bombing happening.
Oh, yes.
That was the game which got called off abruptly because
PBKS DC.
Yeah, I remember that one.
That was the
Yeah,
game. PBKS was DC.
Players took a train and came down and then went to their respective countries. IPL was halted.
Altered. Yeah.
We won't forget that.
Yeah.
I hope you guys have checked out Yashashvi Jaiswal, the promised interview. See, we promised and we delivered. I hope you've checked that out. You can also check out women's cricketer, the world champions, Jemima, Shafali and Deepthi. They are also, is it up?
Up after this, it'll be
It's
up.
going to be up in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So you can see that as well. Conversation with the world champions. There's a special treat. Jemima singing one of my favorite songs at the end.
Yes.
You can see that as well. Actually, she said one thing, Vijay. She sang a song from Chakte and said our campaign was also much like Chakte. The only difference is there they beat Australia in the final, we beat them in the
Semi-final. Yeah. They did. Yeah.
And they're calling Amol Mazumdar Kabir Khan.
Kabir Khan.
Actually, they said in
Yeah.
the dressing room we were calling him Kabir
Yes.
Khan.
Because there and somewhere different, they didn't get hammered against Australia. It was a close game, chasing 331 of record score. In Chakde, they got hammered 7-1. by Australia in the first league
in the
game.
first game, na?
First game, even here, they didn't get hammered by Australia.
But you lost.
Yeah, you lost. That's the thing.
Huh.
Semi-final.
No,
yeah,
it can't play.
can't be script for
You don't know. England sometimes tend to disagree. 2019, look at how thrilling that was. Who would have ever dreamt you could have won the game in that? Double. I mean, super over, that also tight, but one on boundary count.
Boundary count.
Imagine.
That has to have been the most horrible rule ever invented by the ICC. I don't know what they were thinking.
That was a great day, July 14th. I was a sports fan.
Yeah, you had 3 major sporting events happening at the same
Hamilton,
time.
Silverstone, and you had
Wimbledon final.
Federer, Djokovic. What a day that was. So, silly point is saying Aiden Markram has captained SA in 30 plus T20I matches and a winning percentage less than 45 and averages less than 25 with the bat. How was Riza playing T20 in Big 2025? That's what I said.
Yeah.
How on earth are you still going back to the Riza Hendricks experiment? And remember, Riza is part of the 2008 under 19 side. And
That's
he's still
7 years
playing now.
back?
17 years back, yeah.
Freaking Awesome makes a good point saying that 2025 has been a terrible year for South African T20Is. They've lost 5 out of 15 T20s, which is the worst among the top sides, and lost a game against Namibia too. Worrying signs for them before the World Cup.
They did. That was de Kock's return game, by the way, Quinton de Kock.
Oh yeah, Namibia.
Yeah, but that stadium is absolutely amazing in Windhoek. If you play there, I think it'll be a treat if whoever's going to go there next. So, yeah, South Africa, they lost the series even to Australia. Not gotten off to a great start here also. Okay.
B2 says, Nikhil sir, as a Madrid fan, I'm having some horrible days. I'm not complaining. What do you think of Xavi as a coach? And Madrid needs some good defenders, man. Modric and Cruz at 50 will play better than some. Though both Cruz and Modric are not defenders, midfielders. I think those are big boots to fill for anyone, and you were going to have that. But I like Xavi in his avatar with Leverkusen, wasn't he? Before this, I liked how he was coaching that team. But they oftentimes say that coaching a young team, an underdog, vis-a-vis coaching a established team that is expected to be winning everything, are two different things. I think the run that they're having in La Liga is horrible. But then this also was a season where they broke the duck against Barcelona in the El Clasico. So that's some advantage he had. But I still think early days, I wouldn't write him off. I quite liked him as a player as well. Maybe give him some more time.
You have to give him some
I
more
thought
time.
Modric had retired.
No, he's gone to AC Milan. Cruz is retired.
Cruz is retired.
And Serie A is now the retirement league. Players go there and have a second.
It used to be like that. I remember Ronaldinho also after
Ronaldo. Now Jamie Vardy has gone to Italy. So it's just a retirement league at this point. As for this poor Xavi, he's being thrown under the bus by some of Real's players. Particularly, I'll take one name in Vinicius Junior.
Yeah, but I think that's too much of star attitude that you can't be subbed. You're subbed. I know that Barcelona subbed Lamine and he wasn't very happy, but it wasn't as bad. In fact, I heard from the coach saying that I saw him not being happy, and I like that. That means he cares. But for me, it was the right call. I needed fresh legs. I substituted him. End of matter.
Correct.
But I mean, like, trying to run the team as a player is also not acceptable, right?
Not at all. Rishi Cricket says that Maharaj 1 was on the cards. In T20Is, you can't play a specialist left-arm spinner. Needs to be an all-rounder to make the combination, right? I don't remember any current team having a specialist left-arm spinner.
That's why they've gotten Lind.
Exactly.
He can bat, bowl, he's an all. It's a big game even for him. He might also get a bid.
Is he in the auction list?
He should be. George Lind is there in the IPL auction list.
I don't remember all 359 players, to be told. So you left it. I'll believe you.
There is a list.
Yeah, I should. Okay, Kanun ke haath lambe. Okay.
Yeah. That should be enough. We'll figure out. Okay.
Yeah.
Silly Point says bringing back de Kock in T20I shows how unserious South Africa are in T20I is. Do you agree? While I agree that I wouldn't have brought him back, but I'm not going to say that. I don't know. I don't think they're unserious about it, but he is a talent, and if I was also managing South African cricket and I could talk him into coming back, why not? I don't see it.
Plus, I mean, if the alternative that they had was Riza, then that tells you that they were really desperate. So they were like, okay, we'll take a maverick, but someone who we know can give you performances, as opposed to someone who has had all the potential and not given you any performances.
Yeah.
Riza's not done anything to deserve a spot. So, yeah,
Fair
ideally,
point.
I'd open with De Kock and Markram.
Fair
That
point.
should be.
Fair point. Dev Pratap Singh Chauhan says, Nikhil bhai, Rabada, Berger, Bosch, Stubbs, Maharaj, Nokia, 6 main players are not playing. Australia in T20I series rested their entire squad. India is...
Shivam?
India is full strength. We shouldn't take these wins too seriously. I mean, no, I don't know whether you'll take it, but a win is a win. I really don't know. Too much cricket, how not too much cricket, I don't know where is the balance you get in this. Because if you look at it, Australia are also playing only 3 T20Is heading into the series in the T20 World Cup.
I don't take bilateral results that seriously anyway. Again, I stopped it for a while. But then again, 2021. Australia were horrible.
They lost
horrible.
8 out of 10 matches against...
And then they went on to win the World Cup. So
Yeah.
I think nowadays teams don't place that much weight. But still, would you rather they lose the series? I don't think so.
See, if you lose, you will criticize them. If you win, you'll say, oh, we shouldn't take it seriously. He is in the
He
auction.
is in the auction.
He is in the
See,
Linde is in the
do it
auction.
faster than you are
I
going
mean,
through the...
how can I, with 359 names in that sense, how can I go through all?
Okay, Anshu Mishra is saying, Nikhil sir, today match is in my college city. Oh, I
Yeah,
had done
in Chandigarh.
BTech in computer science from Chandigarh University, but I'm gutted how BCCI replaced historic PCA stadium and can't even get World Cup 23. I mean, there is something that even,
Yeah.
I remember about Mohali, nostalgic memories of Mohali, and for that venue not to have gotten a 23 World Cup game was really, really sad. I think it was a big miss, but I think there were issues with,
Infrastructure.
and they wanted newer stadium. I believe the new stadium, I've not been there, but the new stadium in Mullanpur is quite good with latest facilities and all that. So if that's the case, then nothing wrong. It's great.
Yeah, but I think
yeah,
the
you're
issue of
nostalgic
floodlights also, it had to
Yeah,
be
it was
lower.
low.
Plus, it was going through a residential complex if you have to go Mohali. I mean, there is a lot of residential areas there. So,
Yes.
it was a problem. And Mullapur Stadium.
But though when it came up, there weren't too many residential areas there. My memory of that one of the stadiums is the semi-final of that 96.
96,
Yeah.
Australia West
I
Indies.
was in boarding school at the time. It was my board year, 12th board year, and I was, and so we were watching that game. So where my school is, from there you can see Chandigarh city as the footage. So you see lights all, in organized in straight lines and cross, because you can make out sectors. That's how well they
sectors,
did it. You could see from top. I remember that game, we were watching it on TV in a dormitory, and if you came out of the room and you stood and you saw the lights, you could see the stadium lights, because in the entire city the stadium lights would just stand out much brighter, like one area much brighter. So here we could see it on TV and then also look out, and it was quite a fun thing to see that's the stadium where that game is happening. West Indies,
Australia. Epic choke by the West Indies.
Correct.
Yeah. You must have even seen, but you've gone in 2011, right? Semi-final?
No, I've been there many times,
Many
but
times,
it's one of my initial memories of that
yeah.
stadium is that.
My last visit to Mohali was when
2011 I was there for the semis.
semi-finals. India-Pakistan.
India-Pakistan.
Yeah. Was 2019. Australia chased on 360 in Mohali. The India dropped so many catches then. Oh, that was terrible.
Okay, last couple of comments before we wind up. Vam Shri Krishna says, this one nation, one election, one captain, one coach killing the country. Now it's coming to T20 as well.
Do that.
Funny comment, but he makes a valid point. I agree. We are also not in favor. I mean, I think we've all agreed on that. You don't necessarily have to be so obsessed with one captain.
Correct.
Yep.
Or all format players.
Yeah. Completely agree with you.
Yes.
Like your comment as well. Ratnesh Gaur says, Nikhil sir, with all due respect to Gill, what's this obsession of Indian team having an all-format captain? You had Sanju as an opener doing well. What's the need? Again, it's an extension of what you're saying, and it is quite like that. Completely agree. final comment from Silly Point. It says, will any cricketer be part of celebrity football game with Messi? Can we see Dhoni and Messi? I don't think so. Dhoni is there. But I believe certain cricketers are going to be playing that game that's happening in Delhi. I don't know who the cricketers are, but I'll try and find out. Once I know, I'll let you guys know. But there will be a few cricketers for sure.
Yeah. 15th, right, in Delhi? 15th in Delhi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Monday. Coming Monday.
Okay.
Okay then.
Okay.
Take care.
What's the score you're predicting?
Khan Multan is saying my last visit to Mohali was before partition.
Wow.
Whoa.
So he's...
No, he may be watching other side of the border, but he must be a mighty old man.
Yeah.
We're sure it's only from the other side of the
from
border, no?
partition to now, he's 78 years of age.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, in social media, you don't know whether people are just
trolling
making fun or are they being serious.
If that is the case, we have our
But
oldest...
Khan Multan, if you are indeed being serious, do give us detail of how old you are and where you are joining
80
us
plus.
from.
Definitely 80 plus.
Yeah.
We have our oldest family member then.
Yeah.
Yeah, 80 plus.
Yeah. I mean, not 8. Yeah. He
You're
would be.
78
Yeah.
from 47 to now.
So if he went as a kid.
Kid.
Yeah.
4-5 years of age.
Correct. Yeah. Pavan Hola says, forget about taking victory seriously or not seriously, but we are playing the same core team from the last few series. So that's a big advantage compared to other teams heading into the T20I World Cup.
Agreed.
Also agreed.
Yep, indeed.
Also agreed.
Yeah.
Okay. What?
He's 88. And he responded pretty quickly and typed pretty quickly.
Wow.
also.
I hope
Lovely.
you're not playing the fool with us and you're being honest. Not to say that people are by the way, did I tell you I met when I was on a trip a few months ago, the hills, and I was having lunch at a restaurant. Did I tell you that story?
No.
So there was a group of elderly gentlemen. They must be in their 70s, all of them. 7-8 of them having lunch, and then they came up to me and said, Nikhil, so one of them said, I watched sports today.
Oh.
So they all retired. They were all on a all boys kind of a trip they do every year. A group of friends, 70 plus. So there are enough people that age also who watch.
Lovely.
So,
Awesome.
okay.
Awesome.
It's lovely to have, if it is indeed true and you're not pulling a leg.
Yeah.
It is lovely to have a 88-year-old watching us as well.
Awesome. Indeed. Yes. So yeah, 290 silly point for one. Brevis scoring 100. Wow.
That's some prediction.
Okay. Take care, guys.
See you for the
see you
mid-innings.
mid-innings. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.